Hello, my most amazing artists. How are you today?
Ready to create!
Awesome! Let's get started. This week, our word of the week is shape.
Woo woo!
Shape is an element of art. Shape is a 2D enclosed area. Remember, when we talk about the elements of art, I ask you to repeat a little something after me. Remember, when I clear my throat like this, you're going to say and do everything I do. The 7 elements of art are line. Say it with me. Shape. Color, baby, color. Form. Value. Texture. And space. But today, we are going to be talking about shape. Our artist of the month is Charley Harper. And today, we're going to be looking a little closer at his bird pictures. Let's go and draw one of his cardinals together. Charley Harper was born in West Virginia in 1922 and died in Cincinnati in 2007. He is best known for his wildlife art. This is an illustration of a cardinal. You can see in this illustration, he focuses on shape, and he likes to, when he creates his artwork, break everything down to the very, very basics. His style is known as minimal realism. You can see that it looks very realistic, but it has a very minimal amount of lines and shapes. It's very basic shapes to draw his bird. So let's go draw this bird, cardinal actually, together. You're actually going to need something round to trace. It could be a cup, it could be a lid from a container, anything that's round. I'll wait here. Before we get started, I want you to watch me draw the cardinal first. Just watching, observing what I'm doing, just taking note of the different shapes in the cardinal. And just first watch before you draw anything. When you draw your cardinal, you'll be able to hold your paper either portrait or landscape. So how you hold the paper does not matter. You can see in this drawing, I'm holding it landscape. And there you have it. I'm also adding a little sun, which I traced, or moon. And now we're going to get started drawing together. You want to take your circle that you decided to trace, your cup, your lid, whatever it is, and you first want to trace that circle on your paper. I didn't complete the circle on the top because I know I'm going to need to erase that part. After you're done drawing your circle, you want to add a triangle on the top. So see how I'm making one line that goes diagonal and another line that goes diagonal on the other side? That's what you want to do so that it looks like you have this raindrop shape. Once you have that shape drawn, you could erase the top of your circle if you need to. Remember, draw light until you got it right. This way, when you erase, it won't be that difficult to erase any lines if they're too dark. If they're light, they will erase a lot easier. Remember to pause this video at any time if I'm going too fast. The next step is you want to make a horizontal line across the top. And then from there, you want to add what seems like a capital letter U. You want to go down, around, and up, back up to the corner of the horizontal line you just made. That is where we're going to add the beak. Next up, you want to draw a circle for each of the eyes on the corners of that line. Then you're going to make another horizontal line that goes across. And we are going to make 2 triangles for the beak. You might put a little dot to find the middle, and then from that dot to the corner, you want to put a diagonal line. And then from the dot to the other corner, another diagonal line. Same for the bottom. You might want to put a little dot of where you think the middle looks like it is, so that you could connect that dot to the corner with a diagonal line, and do the same on the other side. Next, you're going to make a vertical line that goes down on one side of the body of the cardinal, and you're going to make another vertical line on the opposite side. Then, using about 3 lines, and most of these lines are going to be pretty diagonal. The ones on the bottom might be a little more straight. You're going to add those for the feathers, and then you're going to make a few lines on the opposite side as well. The next step will be to draw your tail. This time I'm going to put the tail on the right hand side, and you can see I'm using another triangle to do that. This is a longer triangle, and inside I'll be adding a few more lines for the tail. When you've completed the tail, you're going to next add the legs. For the legs, you're just going to make 2 vertical lines. And then on the lines, this time you're going to draw a circle. On my first example, I actually forgot about that part and added it later, but right on top of the line, you're going to add a circle on each side. We're not going to draw the feet on this one, just because on Charley Harper's original illustration, he did not. So we are going to just make the footprints in the snow. And actually, you know, when you stand in the snow, sometimes your feet sink and you can't see them anyway. So you're just going to make all the footprints all around, and maybe some little circles to signify the snow as well. I really hope we get snow this year. I don't think we got to see any snow last year. What you're going to do next is you're going to draw another cardinal, but this time you're going to draw it flying. So I want you to find something that is a circle shape that you can trace, but that is smaller than the first circle that you trace, because this bird is going to be in the distance, and when things are in the distance, they're usually seen smaller. So the bird that is flying in the distance is going to be smaller than the cardinal that is standing that we just drew. What you want to do is the same technique. Trace the circle, add the triangle on top, then you're going to add the line that goes across, and then the U shape, just as we did before. You are going to add a beak, and this time the beak is going to be a little different. You want to make that curve shape, then you want to make a line that goes across. It looks like a half a circle. And then you're going to make 2 diagonal lines. Looks like a triangle on the inside for the beak. And then on the end of each one of those lines, again, you're going to add a circle for the eye. This time, for the feathers on the top of the head, we're going to make a rectangle shape. We're going to, after I erase that one little thing, we're going to go up from the eye, over, and back down. And that rectangle is going to signify the feathers on top of the cardinal's head. Did you know you can tell how a cardinal is feeling based on whether the feathers on the top of the head are up or down? I thought that was very interesting. Also, a Cardinals' favorite thing to eat is sunflower seeds. On either side of the bird, you're going to make a curved line. And actually, you're going to turn it into a shape by enclosing the area. And you're just going to make 2 curves on either side for the wings. And that is how you make a cardinal that is flying, inspired by Charley Harper. Again, you'll add some snow on the ground. The hilly area could be the snow. Yours doesn't have to be snow. It could be a spring day with flowers, whatever you would like. Then you are going to decide what you want to do next. Do you want to outline all of the shapes with a Sharpie? Do you want to just jump right in and add color with crayons, colored pencils, or markers? Maybe you have paint and you'd like to paint your cardinals. You can do whatever you like to add color, however you would like to add color. Maybe your cardinals aren't red. Maybe they're another color. Something else from your imagination. Remember, friends, when you are done your artwork, you're going to head over to the Google form and fill it out so you can get credit for completing this week's art assignment. And as always, I would love if you can share your artwork with me. You could email me on Schoology and show me a picture of it, or you could head over to flipgrid.com. You could put in your code right where it says join code, and then you could get on Flipgrid and share your name and share your artwork and show me what you made. I can't wait to see what you create. Until next time, friends, stay creative.